Just a couple of real guys having a real good time watching movies.
Hey, I'm Stan the Man.
And I'm Jackie O.
We're the Real Guys.
And this week we check out the young adult fiction on factions, Divergent.
In the post-war future, Chicago society rebuilds itself into segmented factions.
Say, you remember the time we were in that paramilitary faction?
Oh, yeah. Spider! Oh, my foot! Yeah, that wasn't a good fit for us. Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, speaking of fits, I think I'm about to have one. Here is what I learned from this movie. Everyone in the future wears drab clothes. If you have more than one personality trait, you're somehow a threat to society. Maggie Q is hot. This girl is a terrible actress. This guy is pretty handsome. And the two best characters in the film have almost no screen time.
I didn't hate it quite as much as you did, but I was very put off by the premise. However, the art direction and the overall look of the film were really interesting to me. And I did find myself eventually rooting for the main character. I thought the story of her transformation was well acted and well executed. If this were a movie about the girl and her mother, I would recommend it, at least to young women.
I would recommend this movie to insomniacs.
I said if.
2 coma-inducing hours of absolutely nothing precede a force-fed conflict that gets resolved in like 15 minutes. By this time, I didn't care anything about any of the characters. The fact that each child grows up within a faction, then takes a test to determine what faction they should be in, and then has the free will to choose any faction they want, completely undermines the entire premise of the film.
The premise is terrible. A society functioning as a coalition of enforced factions is just a sloppy metaphor for high school cliques to facilitate the lesson that you don't have to be pigeonholed, you're your own complex person. A worthy lesson incompetently told. I give it 1.5 reels for the art direction and a strong central character.
Come on, she's a pale imitation of Jennifer Lawrence. Half reel. Maybe somebody who read the book could shed some light. The fear of birds and the tattoo just seems like there was something missing from the story.
Yeah, and if you can pick your own faction, why the test in the first place?
Throw us a bone at facebook.com/therealguy.
And you can check out our reviews anytime at carolinacw.com. Next week, we'll be floating a review of Darren Aronofsky's biblical blockbuster, Noah.
Until then, we're the Real Guys wishing you peace, love, and popcorn.
Just a couple of real guys.